Greetings to my team of 144, All-Star Seeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. Thank you for joining me today, 2/20/2019, a 222 day. We're still grounding the energies from the 0 point of the super full moon in Virgo. These energies are very intense, grounding deep into the unconscious, subconscious, or what we call the inner conscious. The Schumann resonance was jumping through the night, spiking at over 60 hertz. We have a transmission from the Pleiadians today. Real quick, one of the manifestations, I was driving to a client's today, and I drove by a street, West 144th, and then under that sign there were several other signs for streets, and one said Rainbow. It was a street off of 144. And I've driven by that sign hundreds of times. I never saw that word Rainbow. But it's a part of the symbolism over the rainbow. There's rainbow waves. So we have a long transmission today, so I'm going to get rolling here. The EVENT-PLEIADIan Ascension technology. Pleiadian Light Forces transmission 02192019, channeled by Michael Love. Begin transmission. Great ones, the forces of light come now to speak clearly to you about what is transpiring with humanity's ascension event. The Pleiadians are very advanced beings that exist on a higher plane above the 3D Earth. They exist here now in a higher plane, and if you align with them energetically, you will be fully opened up to their world, their teachings, their technologies, and their ways of being. They are master storytellers and teachers, and their message contain light codes and triggers set to wake up lower resonating beings at just the right moment. Even the very timing of these messages were orchestrated beforehand. Let's just say you played a big role in setting all of this up. The following is a Pleiadian story and teaching message to explain how your ascension really works. We want you to be aware here that it's not about the story or message, it's about what's encoded in the story or message. There is a grand cosmic drama playing out, and it is all about to come to a close. What is thought of as advanced is always very simple, and it all works perfectly within the laws of nature. There is an amazing change happening in this cosmos right now. It is happening on planet Earth and in your very being. However, what are the mechanics of it all, and how can you make logical sense of it? Keep in mind that human words are very limiting with describing what a thing is, and to further complicate matters, nefarious beings have misled the entire population here for eons with heinous deceptions and cover-ups. The reason for this cover-up of information is so that your energy could be harvested, lifetime after lifetime here. This incredible amount of harvested energy has been redirected and used as a power source for these astral entities for millennia. These beings know that if you were to ever figure out what happened and what is still happening, you would be appalled and become very angry, and you would revolt at once, and it would be an endgame for the heinous plan. Unconscious humans are so asleep and so far gone at this point in regards to knowing what is truly happening. It is not even relevant to be so concerned with their ascension status. You cannot do one thing to help them until they are ready, so it is wise counsel for you to keep your focus solely on yourself at this moment. Until humans stop killing and hurting each other and themselves, there is no immediate solution for them. We certainly are concerned for them, and we are transmuting tons of low vibrational energy on their behalf at this very hour. They do not even have a clue yet about what we are doing to assist them. The majority of them are in such bad shape energetically They will have to go around another way, out of their bodies to get to the higher planes, but eventually they will all make it. Only the strongest angelic beings in the universe, like you and I, can come into such a dense, low vibrational plane, hold off the dark forces of power, and accomplish our mission here. By sheer internal willpower and might are we doing this great thing. The Ascension event is going to come down upon the humans here suddenly, and they are in no way prepared for it, but we are working hard to make their transition as painless as possible. We are here moving massive amounts of super dense energy out of their way so they can make it. There will be a point in Earth's near future when they all will wake up, and this is why you are ultimately here. You made a celestial contract to guide them into a glorious new world when they do all wake up. They will need all of you then, but for now we must focus on the task at hand. Your personal starseed ascension. We, the Pleiadians, have a way of taking advanced topics, processing them, and then speaking about them in a down-to-earth way. With that said, let's continue. As you know, incredible levels of high-frequency gamma photon light has been streaming into planet Earth for the last 6 months. The levels of this light have been measured secretly by every space agency on this planet. You also are probably aware by now that extraterrestrial crafts, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, have been witnessed around the sun starting at the end of 2018. This is why a multitude of solar observatories were shut down and reconfigured not to leak the photos and videos out to the public. Our disclaimer is we agree with the powers that were on Earth with this move in general because humans are not ready for such a blunt disclosure. We do believe, however, you as an awakened starseed are ready to have a full disclosure. Question: what is all this gamma light, the event, the grand solar flash, Schumann resonance, dimensions, 40 Hz frequency, states of consciousness, extraterrestrials, plasma ships, love and light, 5D and DNA upgrade talk all about anyway? Answer: first of all, the labels 5D, heaven, gamma states of consciousness, 40 to 100 Hz Schumann resonance, bliss and all, and love mean the same exact thing. There are 12 dimensional boundaries in the universe, each one resonating at a faster frequency as you move up the scale. Your body has 12 primary strands of DNA which work like nano-sized fiber optic cables, and 12 multidimensional chakra portals that allow Akashic light data to flow in and out of the body. You store this advanced light data in your crystal cellular database and transmit it back out again by virtue of your frequency. This light data transmission broadcasts out of you etherically to the ends of the universe, of which there is no end. Your light data broadcast changes the energy of everything it touches and molds the matter of the entire universe into solid, energetic form. We hope this gives you a clue about who and what you truly are and shows you just what a powerful creator you are. 10 of these body DNA strands were deactivated eons ago by nefarious beings. For most humans, and this is still the current state for humanity as a collective, most starseeds on Earth now have 4 to 5 strands active. There are approximately 4.5 billion starseeds of the angelic species stationed on Earth, now here on a great, intentful, benevolent mission to wake up humanity. 5D is not a place, it is a state of being or a state of consciousness known as the gamma state. It is a blissful state of being where both brain hemispheres, male, female, are fully merged into one coherent mode of operation. The psychophysiological principle states any experience that you have only while you are having a specific brainwave pattern. If your brainwave patterns change, then your experience will change. This is as simple as it gets. When you begin to resonate at the 40 Hz gamma level in a sustained manner, you will experience bliss heaven on earth, and you will have transcended all the lower planes and all human suffering. If you resonate lower than this, you will experience a 4D reality, or even down lower to a 3D level. Things will certainly not be so pleasant. The old, low-vibrating 3D Earth matrix is one state of consciousness, and new 5D Earth heaven is a faster vibrating state of consciousness. The outward physical experience of each of these two worlds, realities or planes, is an outward physical manifestation that simply matches the frequency of that state of being or dimension. So again, a dimension is simply a state of being or consciousness that is manifested into the physical realm and perceived by the five senses. It is important to note here that it is possible to be in the physical realm while operating at the 5D level, having only the 5D sensory experience. An exact alignment with the 12 dimensions of the universe are the 12 main states of consciousness you can experience in this universe. At the moment, we are focused on the fifth state of being, called the fifth dimension, heaven, nirvana, bliss, ecstasy, etc. This state is also referred to as oneness, stillness, 0 point, and the zero field. At this consciousness level, it is possible to do incredible things with near zero energy output on your part. The states of being or dimensions we are discussing here are simply measured in Hertz frequency. The Schumann resonance chart reflects the global average collective state of being, or that dimension. Current Earth-based Schumann resonance technology can only measure up to the fifth dimension, and Earth psychology has only officially mapped out up to the gamma state of consciousness. Dimensional frequency ranges correspond exactly to the frequency ranges of psychology-mapped brainwave states of consciousness. Note, we want to make it clear here that the word brainwave is the wrong phrase. Or more better descriptive phrase would be body wave or cell wave. Internal frequency means brainwave, body wave, and better yet cell wave, and even better DNA wave. DNA works exactly like a tuning fork and resonates to exactly match the energy transduced into it. Even at a smaller level, DNA is composed of cells, which are composed of molecules, which are composed of atoms, which are composed of quantum particles called electrons and protons. So at the smallest level, your internal vibration or brain waves are how fast the particles are spinning in your cells. Quantum laws kick in at this nano level, and you know the magic of quantum, no space or time and no limits. Your internal vibration is the exact speed in Hertz frequency that your cells are resonating at. The 6D state of consciousness is called lambda and resonates at 100 to 200 Hertz and is yet to be officially recognized as a state of consciousness on Earth. Supernatural abilities only begin to operate at the gamma 5D level and are fully functional in the lambda 6D state of being. These godlike abilities become more expansive as you move into the faster states of being at the high end of this universe from 7D to 12D. In the gamma 5D state of consciousness, you begin manifesting things with much more power and speed than 3D, and you begin experimenting with your new creator God power more at this level. In the lambda 6D state of consciousness, you can instantaneously collapse the quantum wave function and manifest anything you can imagine. The highest spiritual beings that have ever walked this planet includes Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna, were able to attain lambda 6D state of consciousness and beyond. This was mostly achieved by meditation. It is important to note here that at the 5D level, you cease needing to do normal meditation and your entire life becomes meditation. The word prayer in the Christian Bible simply means meditation. You are instructed there to pray, meditate, without ceasing. While prayer is a form of asking, it means to ask for something by matching its vibration, by meditating on it, and it certainly doesn't mean to beg some being you think is higher than you for a thing. There is no being higher than you in this universe, so who would you be asking anyway? Now back to the Schumann resonance and the incredible levels of gamma light that are coming into Earth at this time. First of all, this cosmic ascension process is now completely tangible and is being fully measured by global science and space weather agencies. Secondly, all this is not just happening. Nothing just happens, and there is always a cause. The cause is always initiated first as a thought in the mind of an intelligent being. Since 9/11/2018, a multitude of advanced, benevolent beings entered into this galaxy through a special multidimensional portal near Earth's sun. These angelic entities came in here on a mission, and the mission was to assist Earth in its evolution and ascension. The universal directive says you cannot interfere in the evolution of a species, but special allowance was made considering the strong power the Archons have had over humanity, and so it was established by the high councils of light that the free will of humans was being thwarted to a level that was just too much. A basic Pleiadian teaching is light is information and darkness is the lack of it. Humans have been kept in the dark for eons and the light was hidden from them, but now blinding light has come into this world. Yet it is a provable fact that benevolent beings have arrived here in this solar system, now in incredible advanced light ships, doing multidimensional work, sending intelligent gamma light from the central sun at the galactic core through a multidimensional solar portal, and deflecting it towards the Earth, directly into your auric field, where it is then integrated into your cells for the purpose of upgrading your DNA into a more complex form. When your DNA is upgraded, even to the 5th strand, you will be able to see other, more beautiful worlds that didn't seem to exist before. These higher resonating realities have been here the entire time, but you could not even begin to decode them until this point. The gamma light data coming into the Earth planet contains all the information in the universe, and when it comes in contact with our etheric field, and it literally recodes your DNA sequences in a matter of hours. When you hear spiritual gurus speaking of the Akashic records, this gamma light data we speak of is that same thing. The Akashic records are stored in the central sun and contain all the information that makes up every existing thing. It is all that is, and there is no thing that it is not. Gamma light is proven to instantaneously morph the DNA of any living being into a much more complex form. In this case, your layered bodies are being transformed from a low vibrational, 2-stranded carbon-based DNA human form into a 5D and higher crystalline angelic being. Now here's the most important part of all of this for your remembering. The ETs that are here in our galaxy that have been witnessed by every solar observatory on Earth are not external beings. And though we said they are sending gamma waves to you on Earth, the ultimate truth is you are simply sending these waves of information to yourself. This was part of your grand plan. When you figure out how this all works, you will see that there is no external being or thing up in the sky or out there. There is no out there, but only in here inside of you. This is what the physical matrix of matter is all about. The outward part of this is only a projection of what is inside you. When you are plugged into the matrix, the outward reality seems so real you can literally get lost in it and forget that you are generating the entire thing. Since this is absolutely true, you have full control of changing the outer perceived reality by simply changing your inner state of being or state of consciousness. This is the beginning of understanding and using your unlimited godlike power. So there is only one set of beings in this universe, and ultimately only one being in this universe, but for now we speak of multiple beings. This one set of beings exists simultaneously in 12 different dimensional levels or layers. In one sense, it's like you exist in 12 different places or times, but the reality is you only exist in one place and time, now and here. The 12 layered versions of you all exist now and here, but in 12 different frequencies, dimensions. The 5D version of the Pleiadians and other star nations we speak of are a higher vibrational version of the same star seeds that are here stationed on Earth in 3D physical bodies. There are approximately 4.5 billion of you here orchestrating this divine plan. There is a 3D version of you and there is a 5D version of you, not to mention your other dimensional versions. The higher version of you is still the same you and is not separate from you. It is simply layers of you operating on multiple vibrational levels at the same time and in the same place, now and here. In one sense, it's like the higher being version of you came back through time to save you. Since there is no time, it's best to think of a higher part of you as helping you ascend right now, and this higher part of you is giving you your grand event. And you are going to end this whole thing up with a grand flash of blinding white light. So, are you fully awake yet? This is why we are giving you this information. You are giving yourself this information as a trigger to fully wake yourself up from a long slumber. This is what you have been doing the whole time, and now it's time for your aha moment. The aha moment is simply where you will be in your awareness when you get to this point in this grand cosmic drama you are doing. There is even more to your waking up, and it will come soon. There is a point when you will fully see that you are the same prime creator of the entire universe, and nothing exists but you. Sometimes God gets a bit lonely, and so you must keep your game going on to keep things exciting for yourself. Until then, back down to earth. Are you ready for something better in your life? Are you ready for the madness to end? How about you just create a nicer earth where there is no suffering for now and enjoy that for a while? Are you ready to go to the next level now? We are here to remind you of your greatness. Things will not go on as they always have on earth, and change has come. Know that we are your higher selves and you are about to connect with us. We are simply a higher version of you that came back from what you call your future to assist you in this great time. You are the great celestial angels of love spoken of old, and we have descended down to earth. So you are sending grand waves of plasma light to the earth which contain intelligent data packets that are instantly written into your genome for the purpose of realigning and evolving yourself back to your true nature, which is nothing less than the grand creator of all things. Wow, what a crazy, advanced, and intelligent plan. You even make the game more interesting by pretending you don't know who you truly are sometimes, and you even get other parts of yourself to send you messages like this to remind you about what you are doing. Sometimes it seems like you may be insane, but when we look closer at you, it's incredibly obvious just how sane you truly are. We are glad you added humor into the mix because the laughter makes up for the tears. What you are doing here, great ones, is truly amazing, and it takes an intelligent being to barely comprehend you. We see that you have set up a grand finale for your Ascension event, and we have come from all parts of the galaxy to see what you will do next. With all the data that is coming in, we see clues in your codes about what is yet to come. Now, great one, let us make our final preparations as the 3/21/2019 5D portal fully opens. It is time for you to receive your universal reward, Great One, for all that you have done and for all that you have endured. Congratulations for your magnificent achievements. Your mission on Earth has been a success. Be very proud and just look at what you have accomplished. We salute you, and we are right here beside you until all things are fulfilled. Thank you for coming to Earth at this time and for sacrificing everything on behalf of this entire world. You came to wake up all those who were asleep, and now you are doing the greater things written about in ancient books. You are the great ones spoken of old that returned into this world to save all of humanity. Now you know. Godspeed, the Pleiadians, through Michael Love. I am Paul from PrimeDisclosure.com. Thank you for joining me here today, beautiful being of light. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.